So, for ceremony context within shamanism and spiritual medicine, today we're going to be talking about how the Native American tribes specifically treated those who were physically ailed. So, starting with my thesis regarding spiritual medicine in the novel Ceremony. So, in the novel Ceremony, the context of spiritual medicine attempts to convey that the protagonist of the novel, Tayo, needs to be relieved of his post-traumatic stress disorder, and he goes to the help of his local medicine man, and he finds that finding the cure within this traditional method is not exactly as effective as he first thought. So what are the specific beliefs surrounding illness in Native American cultures? Most Native American cultures are very different from those of the West. They believed that there is a treatment for every specific ailment, and there is an herb for that. And in doing so, they had to treat all aspects of the patient. Some of the ways that they did this was treating the whole individual, taking into account the person's spirit, emotions, as well as their physical ailments. How long have these ceremonies secured the physically ill been practiced? The idea of using a medicine man or woman to treat the ailments of a member of the tribe had been performed by Native American tribes for over 5,000 years. And these ceremonies will mainly entail a medicine man or maybe other members of the tribe, depending on what culture they come from, using natural callings, which may take hours or even days to complete. So the importance of these ceremonies. Like all tribes, the Pueblo tribe, which we focus on, they discuss this as a community event rather than just helping the one person who is physically ailed. So what is a medicine man or woman? The knowledge of the medicine man and woman is kept typically within one family of the tribe, and it is passed down from father to son, mother to daughter, etc. And they are entrusted to perform the religious aspects of the ceremony, and as well as keeping traditions alive, because this is an extremely dignified ancient practice. So, as indicated by Tao's early experience, the fact that many of these spiritual ceremonies are not exactly prepared for the modern issues revolving mental disorders such as post-traumatic stress disorder shows great disappointment when Tao first seeks out this treatment. And so these ceremonies are performed, as I said earlier. There is a lot of drumming, there's a lot of chanting, calling from the spirit world, which will become important a little bit later. And all of these ceremonies are already done on a very sacred place. As also indicated earlier, there is a great community involvement. As the quote that I issued implies, this isn't just about Tao, this is about the entire community coming together to heal somebody. And members of the tribe are also often brought in to assist the medicine man in his practice. So moving on to the other aspect of this, which is shamanism. Shamanism is the belief that a person within the community is able to communicate and interact with the spirit world. When practicing shamanism, somebody is able to go into a trance, aka where they are interacting with the spirits of those who both control the world and those who have also died. Some of us would call this the underworld. So in ceremony, Tayo goes to the Navajo tribe who practice this version of traditional ceremony after his initial desire to have his post-traumatic stress disorder goes down. So in the Navajo, the shaman, who is the healer of the tribe, aka the medicine man, is in charge with interacting with the spirit world to expel any bad spirits which was torturing the affected individual. Some cultures believe that spirits are actually the ones who cause one to experience physical or mental ailments. So in the context of the novel, shamanism also has to do with the ceremonies where an individual takes over the entirety and goes into the so-called trance to separate to thin the line between the physical and the spiritual world. Other objects, such as statues, may also be used in the ceremony, as well as the chanting and drumming described in earlier healing ceremonies.